Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So what we're going to be talking about today is snaps. I'm going to tell you all the snaps that there is in AutoCAD, and we're going to go through each and every one, and I'm going to show you an example of what they are. This video was made on request by a few viewers, well, let's get started. All right, guys, so first things first, you're going to have to open a new sheet in AutoCAD, and I just drew this rectangle here to give us kind of a little bit of a point so I can kind of explain some of this. So if I come to my sheet of snaps here, so if I come down here, click this, you're going to see if I click that down arrow in the bottom right hand corner, I'm going to have a list of snaps here. There's also an object snap settings. We don't need to go over that. That's not what this video is about. We're just going to talk about the snaps we have here. You can see the snaps that I have active. These are the ones that I always use. You can copy them if you like, if you're following along with our other videos. But to continue on, we're going to start with endpoint. So what is endpoint? So what this does is it snaps to the closest endpoint of a corner of a geometric object. So what that would do is if I'm snapping, so if I grab a line, it'll like snap on the corner here. That's endpoint. After that, we have midpoint. So what is the midpoint? Well, it does what the endpoint does, except in the middle. So you can see I have my midpoint here, and it's a triangle, and I can snap, and my cursor automatically just jumps to that position, and it snaps right there. If we go here, we have our center. So the center it snaps to the center of an arc, circle, ellipse, or elliptical arc. So if I come here and I draw a circle, and I go grab a line and I go over my circle here and I go to the center, you're going to see it's going to give me this little plus sign in the middle. What that means is I can snap to that position and it's going to give me the ability to just start drawing from that position anywhere. If we go back, we have our geometric center. So the geometric center snaps to the centroid of any closed polyline or spline. So that would be this object here. So I come here with my line and I go over my rectangle here. So that's another thing. If you want to do a snap for something, you have to kind of like brush your cursor over it and do something to make this appear. So you can see here I have this little star type object here. That's where it will snap to. It's the center of my object. So the next thing that we got is, I think, nodes. So if I come down here and I click node, I'm going to have node. So the node snaps to a point object, dimension definition point, or dimension text origin. I never use it. You can test and play around with it if you want, but I'm not going to recreate it in this tutorial. Next, we have quadrant. So this snaps to a quadrant point of an arc, circle, ellipse, or elliptical circle. So it's going to snap to a quadrant. So as you know, these are created, like circles and things have quadrants. So you can kind of just snap to the different areas here, and that's on the circle. So you can see I'm snapping to them right now. I believe that's what that is. If we come down here, we have intersection. So what this does is it snaps to the intersection of geometric objects. So it'll just snap if you have an intersection of two things. So we'll just go across like this. And it should, well, I mean, it's a corner, so it would snap somewhere around there as well. And then next we have extension. So extension it causes a temporary extension line or arc to be visible when you pass the cursor over the endpoint of objects, so you can specify points on the extension. So what that is if I go here and I have my point here, you can see I'm drawing an extension right now, and that green dotted line is my extension. And it's going to show me how long the extension is, so I can kind of add up, okay, well, if this line is 10 feet and then I want to go another 10 feet out, I can just go to the point, hover over it, make sure it snaps. And then if I move over, you're going to see that I'm going to get an extension to that. So if I want it 20 feet, I can just stop at 10, and then I'm going to have a similar, or I'm going to double the length. And I can just click, and it allows you to just click and go in line with that. So after that, we have insertion, I think. Insertion. So insertion, this snaps to the intersection points, it snaps to the insertion point of objects, such as an attribute, a block, or text. So it'll snap to where, so let's say I have an insertion point for a block and it's in this corner here. If I grab my line, it's going to snap in this corner where I have my exact insertion point for my block. The next one I think is perpendicular. Yes, then we have perpendicular. Pretty self-explanatory, snaps to a point perpendicular to the selected geometric objects. After that, we have tangent. So this snaps to the tangent of an arc, circle, ellipse, elliptical arc, polyline arc, or spline. I don't use that usually in my drawings and things like that, or in my tutorials, but it does have some uses, especially if you're doing more so part design. After that, we have nearest. So snaps to the nearest point of an object, such as an arc, circle, ellipse, elliptical arc, line, point, polyline, etc. So it snaps to the nearest point of an object. One thing that I will say about the nearest is it can get quite annoying when you're using it, and I tend to just have that one off all the time because it causes problems, especially with what I'm doing. So then after that we have the apparent intersection. So the apparent intersection snaps to the visual intersection of two objects that do not intersect in 3D space but may appear to intersect in the current view. So what that's going to do is it's going to snap to what you see on your, it's more so again for 3D, but when you see it in a 3D object, when you're drawing things, sometimes it's not going to look proportional. It's not actually drawing where you want it to go. And that's simply because when you're doing 3D in AutoCAD, it can create problems. We have other videos on 3D if you want to go check those out. And then we have parallel. Obviously, it constrains a new line segment, polyline segment, ray, or X-line to be parallel to an existing linear object that you can identify by hovering your cursor. And then if you want to shut them off, you have no snap, and it's not going to snap. So hopefully, guys, this was a helpful video. It's just a quick one. We're having a little bit of issues. I wanted to post another video last week, but we had some issues with AutoCAD, but that's all fixed now. So, guys, we look forward to seeing you in the next video. We hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.